I need to be candid. For many years, we've found a way in our organizations to do knowledge work. And knowledge work that usually means lots of meetings, trying to find the information, a lot of coordination, and this constant feeling of, I don't have enough time. And the traditional response, just work harder, right? Work more hours, try harder, and well, just to keep pace. Today, I don't think this paradigm is going to cut it anymore, because the reality is that there's already a profound transformation happening right now. AI isn't a distant future, it's here, and it's fundamentally reshaping the capabilities that we need to develop, the expectations that we need to meet as knowledge workers. And it's because we are moving beyond just digitalization, which means just taking offline process online, copy paste. Now AI is about to fundamentally transform what we do, and transformation means drastic change. It's beyond just assisting in our work like a tool. It's more about integration into the very core how work gets done. Consider this. The competitive edge is no longer who's got the best ideas, but who can execute on those ideas in the most efficient way possible. Businesses who embrace AI, they're already seeing a significant uptick in productivity because they're freeing up their most valuable asset, the human mind. So we have more time to think about the stuff that matters most, to think strategically, to innovate. So the use of AI, it's not just about making your life easier, it's about staying relevant in an evolving professional landscape. The question is not if AI will change your role, your business, but when. And for most people, that when is already in the past. There's an urgency to act, right? To upskill now, to understand AI, how it could fit into our workflows. It's an imperative if you want to stay relevant in the future and thrive in the coming years. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Christian, and on this channel we want to dive into how smart businesses use technology, especially AI, to increase their productivity. And we want to focus on, well, the practical side of things, right? To skip the hype and cover topics that benefit you right away. For a long time, adopting new tech often meant just transferring the old ways onto a new technology. Think of a customer support agent and we just replace him with a chatbot, right? So it's the same content, the same purpose, just now on a digital platform. But what we're seeing now with AI, it's different because it is a true transformation. Transformation means dramatic change. Businesses are quickly bringing in AI for now to handle those repetitive admin heavy tasks that used to eat up so much time. But it's not just about being a bit quicker or faster with those things. It's about AI now becoming a core part of how modern businesses work, leveraging those tools to truly free up the human potential for more strategic and innovative work. Clearly, the landscape is shifting and AI fluency is quickly becoming a key differentiating factor, not just for businesses, but also for individuals and their careers. Goldman Sachs estimates that over 300 million jobs will be impacted by AI. And I'm not saying this to raise fears, but just to acknowledge the size and significance of the transformation that we're in. Many of us might now feel a bit of FOMO, the fear of missing out, and try to catch up. What are the different tools and try everything out? I would like to suggest a tiny shift in perspective and to start from yourself with the question, how can I make my job better using AI? This is just a subtle change, but it changes perspective from I have to catch up towards a more proactive. Well, I said start with yourself. Ask yourself the question, how can I do my job better using AI? But how do you actually start? Well, it only takes a few steps. Step number one is to audit your work, your repetitive tasks, to identify opportunities. Look at those recurring manual processes that consume your valuable time. For example, think about meetings. You don't need a note taker anymore that then sends around action points in emails that nobody reads. AI can do that for you. In customer support, AI has already become good enough to deal and handle simple requests like sending an invoice. And so you can free up time of your agents to do more meaningful stuff. stuff. Or drafting emails. You can ask AI to come up with the initial draft and then you just proofread it. Same thing for data entry and CRM updates. And there's so many people who hate putting the data into a CRM. AI can do that for you. And if you're into website creation or content, again, AI can generate initial concepts or even a full website structure. Once you have identified the processes that you want AI to take over or help with, you're ready for step number 2, finding the right tools. There already is a growing ecosystem of AI solutions available, and it's going beyond meeting automation tools like MeetGeek. Consider also other areas, and I will give you a quick overview and a couple examples in a moment. Step number 3 is then to implement these AI tools into your daily workflows, and my recommendation is to start small. Perhaps start with a pilot team and then scale up. It's all about learning by doing. Moving on to step 4, and maybe that's even the most crucial one, get your colleagues on board now and build AI literacy within your team. This means providing training, transfer of knowledge, but also to encourage experimentation where everyone can make their own experiences. The best way to develop AI literacy is by giving your team the space and time for learning by doing. So encourage them to experiment with AI tools and see what's possible. And many AI tools offer free plans, making it easy to start. And finally, we get to step number 5, a step that often gets overlooked. It's measure the impact. So for example, you could track how much time you saved or how the quality improved. This shows the value that AI brings and helps more people to use it. For example, if a task took 10 hours and now with AI it's 2, huge saving. Or if your team used to look into 10 reports to make decisions and now it's just 1 report because AI does all the data aggregation, well, a great improvement. And you want to measure that and document that to tell your own AI story. But let's take a step back. Let's come back to step number 2, find the right tools. To give you a clearer picture, let's touch on some of the most popular AI tools and their capabilities. Starting with general AI tools, the general chatbots for everyday answers, but they can also do writing, coding, reasoning, deep research, and web research. You've probably heard of tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, and Perplexity. They are the most commonly used ones at this point. We've created a table that outlines the specific strengths of each one of these, so I encourage you to pause the video to see the details and which tool might be best suited for your general needs. Now let's move beyond the general AI and look at tools that are tailored to specific applications and business functions. As I already explained in previous videos, MeetGeek AI is excellent for meeting automation across the entire organization. It converts the spoken conversations into a searchable text. And by that, I don't mean just looking for keywords. It allows you to chat with your meeting recording and ask specific questions, like what was the last action points I need to do. It also offers insights on how you participated and the sentiment of the meeting. And it can identify key topics and even automate recurring tasks like filling in the CRM or sending a Slack alert. Next on the list, I have Reloom.io. For those starting a business or scaling an existing business, you probably know how challenging it can be to create and then maintain a website. So for website creation, Reloom.io significantly speeds up this process. So with the help of AI, it will only take a couple of weeks rather than a couple of months. If your job involves coding or you're a developer, you might want to check out cursor.com. Cursor.com allows you to code with AI, but also to check out errors, to do bug fixes, to automatically execute scripts and validate changes. And all of that makes launching features from idea to production much faster and a smoother process. Maybe you've already heard of Notion AI. It's a great tool for knowledge management. So teams can build workspaces or a company wiki. And with the support of AI, users can generate, edit, summarize, and translate content, or even automate tasks like data entry and project management. And all of that is leveraged with AI. And for those of you in sales and marketing, have a look at HubSpot's integration with ChatGPT using the Search Connector feature. This allows ChatGPT to access and analyze your HubSpot CRM data without manual digging and identify your high potential or even send out standard replies for inquiries. Well, this is just a glimpse of what's available right now. The key is to explore and find what fits your specific needs. Ultimately, it's becoming quite clear, and I hope I was able to get my point across. AI isn't some distant innovation in the future. It's here. It's right now actively reshaping how smart businesses operate, and the ones embracing AI are seeing significant productivity gains. And the shift to AI isn't about replacing people, it's about augmentation. It's about augmenting the capabilities and, well, getting rid of the mundane. There is an urgency around developing AI literacy, and the best way to do that, from my experiences, get your hands dirty, learning by doing. Start experimenting with those tools, even the free version, and see what's possible. And if you're looking for a deeper dive into MeetGeek specifically, please check out this video. It goes into much more detail about MeetGeek's features and how it can help you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date. And I hope to see you soon in the next video.